In the year 1830, the Blessed Virgin Mary appeared 2 times to a French nun named Saint Catherine Labouré. If any of you wear the miraculous medal, that comes from the 2 apparitions of Mary to Saint Catherine Labouré. Her apparitions began what we call the Marian Age in the Church, which lasted from 1830 to 1950, when Pius XII declared the dogma of the Assumption, the Age of Mary, 120 years in the history of the Church. In her first apparition to St. Catherine Labouré in July of 1830, Mary told Catherine simply that God wanted to entrust her with a great mission. And in her second apparition in November of 1830, Mary told Sister Catherine what that mission was. She was to have a medal struck and distributed, and Mary told her that all who wore that medal would receive very special graces. And so many miracles occurred in the lives of the people who wore that medal that it became known over time as the miraculous medal. Now, when Mary appeared to Catherine that second time, she appeared inside of an oval frame, and she was standing on top of a globe of the earth. Mary's fingers were covered with rings that had gems set in them, and from the gems on her rings emanated many rays of light which touched the globe. And Mary told St. Catherine that those rays of light represented all the graces that she had to give from God to people who asked for them. Now, Catherine could see clearly that there were a number of gems from which there did not emanate rays of light. And Catherine asked Mary, why do some of the gems not have any rays of light coming out of them? And Mary said to her, those are all the graces I have to give that people forget to ask for. I just want you to let that sink in for a minute. God has many graces He wants to give us through the Blessed Virgin Mary that never come to us for the simple fact that we forget to ask for them. Not because they're unavailable, but because we don't ask for them. In our gospel today from Luke chapter 11, Jesus essentially says, don't forget to ask God for graces. He's got a lot to give you through the hands of my mother. Jesus says, ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks the door will be opened. Ask God for graces, and He will give them to you. Yesterday I was talking to a very good Catholic in our parish, and in the course of our conversation she made the following comment. She said, sometimes I feel selfish asking for specific things from God, making specific requests. Sometimes I think it's better just to leave it up to Him because He knows best rather than ask for things. Now, I can totally understand that point of view, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have thought the same thing. Maybe it's better not to ask for things. Maybe it's better just to leave it up to God to decide what to give me. However, if we understand God from what Jesus says about Him from the Gospels, then it becomes very clear that God really does want us to make specific requests. He wants us to ask for things specifically, to ask for specific graces. Otherwise, why would Jesus say to us, ask and you will receive? Now, God might decide for His own reasons not to give us what we're asking for. He might see in His wisdom that what we're asking for is not the best thing for us. That's His prerogative. Our job is to ask with faith. His job is to decide whether or not we get what we're asking for. But these graces don't come landing on our doorstep unsolicited. We have to ask. Wouldn't it be a shame if there were graces that were not coming to our hearts, that God wanted to bring to our hearts, simply for the fact that we forgot to ask for them? I don't know about you, but I need all the grace I can get. Well, Jesus says to us today, ask, knock, seek. If you do, God will pour out many, many graces onto you through the Immaculate Heart of Mary.